Hey everyone, this video is going out to my few Patreon supporters and anyone who may like to sign up to support my channel or who have been thinking about signing up to support my channel through Patreon. Now, first and foremost, I do not do this for the money. I do this because I love it and it's my hobby. If I did it for the money, I wouldn't be a very happy individual because there isn't very much of it coming in. I get nailed with copyright claims left, right, and center, much of it due to my flagrant use of backing tracks in my recordings. This isn't an understatement, but I probably only personally own about 10% of my own content. And as my video views tend to be in the low thousands rather than hundreds of thousands or millions, it doesn't generate very much ad revenue. I don't really care. I have a full-time job. This is my fun on the side. That said, I had this channel up and running for quite some time without adding a Patreon support link to each video. But over time, I had a couple of individuals contact me and ask me to do just that so that they could support my channel. They didn't want or ask for special content on Patreon. They just liked what I was doing and wanted to throw some financial support my way. An awfully nice gesture, I must say. I was a bit taken aback at some people's genuine kindness and generosity out there. Regardless, I added the Patreon link a while back to my videos, and in the first number of links after I did, I noted that there was no extra or special content to be found through Patreon. It was just a way to support my channel, should you wish to do so. Well, that is about to change, and here's why. I recently, a couple of days ago, I had a fella reach out to me through email and wanted help with one particular passage in Alex Lifeson and Rush's masterpiece 2112. Just a little chord progression that was giving him fits. And he just couldn't pin it down under his fingers, and he was having trouble with the strumming pattern. I sat down this morning, turned the camera on, gave him a 10-minute long personal lesson on it, uploaded it to YouTube as an unlisted video, so you can't find it, and fired it off to him in an email. No big deal. It was a pleasure to do it to help this guy out. Well, the email that I got back was so incredibly appreciative that I would take the time to sit down and make a quick personal video lesson just for him. He couldn't believe it. Really, not a big deal, I thought. I was happy to do it. And that got me thinking, that's certainly something that I could offer my Patreon supporters. Helpful, short, personalized guitar videos and instruction. You've got a lick that you just can't wrap your fingers around and need a little bit of help. Drop me a message on Patreon. You got a favorite guitar song that just for the life of you, you can't figure out how it's played. Drop me a line through Patreon. Having trouble finding the right picking pattern or strumming pattern for a certain lick. Drop me a line, so on and so forth. Anything, really. I certainly don't mind doing that. But like I said, keep it short, specific and to the point. I'm not going to make you a 45, 50-minute long video tutorial on how to play the entirety of Hotel California or the solo to For the Love of God by Steve Vai. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about occasional help with specifics and, things like that. Hopefully you know what I mean. Should you send me a question or a plea for guitar help, I'll do my very best to work the problem, solve it, hopefully, and get back to you with a video within a few days. That kind of thing. So if that's something that may be of interest to you and you are already a Patreon supporter to my channel, feel free to message me through Patreon. If that sounds like something that might be of interest to you and you're not a Patreon supporter currently, you can certainly sign up. I don't care how much you pledge, $1, $2, $5. It's all good. It's just a way of giving a little something back to my supporters, whereas I've done very little by way of that in the past. Well, that is all I've got to say about that, and I'm also losing my voice. Thank you for watching. I certainly hope this may be of interest to some of you. High time I put Patreon to use and give something back to my little guitar community that I've cultivated here over the past few years. Cheers and thank you, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.